Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to the channel, and a bit of update on some maintenance and upgrading of the axle weights on Ivy. That's all now complete. Obviously in the previous I said to you about we're getting this axle weights and vehicle gross weight up on the Iveco van up to 3850, I think it is. I'll tell you exactly in a minute, from 3.5 ton, which is now complete and done. Obviously with our friends from SV Tech, we got that done in the end. As you can see, the cost of that in the end was £312 with the VAT, so it was 260 plus VAT. So now the vehicle is up to, I have to send a logbook away, so the V5 has now come back, and as you can see on the V5 on there now, it's classed as private HGV motor caravan, it is motor caravan HGV, and 3,850 kg. So Ivy's now gone up a grade. So which is better now, because I said to you before about these axle weights and about running near to axle weights. So it is now, you have to have a 7.5 ton license. You can't drive a normal car license. Obviously I've got a class 1 heavy goods, but to do this upgrade to 3850 you have to have a 7.5 ton license. It's cheaper tax as well. The tax is down now to about £170 a year or something like that, so it's cheaper tax as well. So I had to go on DVLA. We pay for it monthly. I've had to cancel the original one and then redo it as a commercial now tax, which is easy, not a problem at all. And I also, the insurance with this is with Adrian Flux, so I rang them just to cover myself to say, look, it's now been an alteration, how do I stand? And they just noted down that it's now classed as commercial camper van, and the axle weights, it's it's under 7.5 ton now, not 3.5 ton category. Didn't have to pay any more, bonus. So obviously if I break down anywhere or anything, I don't want to be on their record saying, oh, it's only 3.5 ton. It isn't now. So this is what they send you. That was the old plate there, you can see that, which is what we said in the beginning. It's an SPA Iveco Spain, we think, van from the beginning, which is there, look. And now this is the new one that they provide you with, SV Tech. So you can see that there, we've got a gross weight of 3,850 kg. Train weight with trailer and everything is at 5,500 kg. So the front axle is 1,650 kg, and the second axle is 2,240 kg. It just gives you leeway, doesn't it? Gives you leeway now, which is good. Like I said before, with these vans, they're running to the limit all the time. And that's why a bit of an update on the, if you follow me on Facebook and Insta and all that, you'll see the problem we had with that axle there, where after all this, and I was saying about running full max, we had a wheel bearing go, which I'm about to just jack up in a minute or two, which I'll show you, and just check that bearing's okay. I went up into North Wales and around North Wales a few weeks ago, and on the way back, nearly back into Telford, just coming onto one of the roundabouts, I just heard as I was stopped and pulling away, a clicking noise, and I thought, what's that? Got to the next one, next island, did it again, and I obviously came back in here. I was thinking it was the prop shaft, something to do with the prop on one of the UJs, but no, it was wheel bearing collapsed, which if you see from these pictures here now, when I have to rip it all apart to have a look at it, it isn't just a simple fact of take the nut off and just tighten it up. As you can see here now, you have to pull the half shaft out, you have to take the caliper off, take the disc off, pull the half shaft out, undo all them bolts, and then as you can see, that bearing there, which is at the end of the half shaft, had gone. So I think it was more of that nut was loose. As you can see, that nut there was loose, so it was a case of that the ring clamps it had come loose and started to loose, and it was obviously giving it the movement in there. The bearing wasn't totally collapsed like some are, so what I had to do then was go and try and get a wheel bearing, which isn't easy for this, So what I did then was went on to a company called, and I'll just find that out for you 2 seconds. Yeah, just double check back on that. That was Zeppelin, which obviously a lot of you know on the Iveco forum on Facebook. It's a where to go place for parts and that for these Iveco dailies, and they're genuine parts. So I got onto them on the Monday. This was on the Sunday. I found this wrong. Stripped it down on the Sunday night. Found that bearing had gone. I've got a problem with it. So I got onto Zeppelin the next morning, the Monday, and fair play to Zeppelin, they sent out, I found the discs were not quite, they were just pitted a bit, so I thought, right, I'll get a new set of discs to go on it, which cost me 80-90 quid for the set of discs, and I also got a new service kit, so genuine filters, oil filter, air filter and everything ready to do that. I haven't done that yet. And I asked them about the bearing, and they said, oh, the bearing they'd have to order in would take 3 or 4 days. And we were due to go out, I think it was the Overlander was coming up, which is just gone now. So I thought, oh, I can't be without it because we need to be rolling on the Friday for the Overlander. So what I did then was got on to guest trucks commercials. I rung up Furrows, Iveco Furrows, and they said, no, you'd have to get on to, this will be commercial for this. So I got on to guest trucks in West Brom. Oh, what a story then. Yeah, they've got one, or could get hold of one for VOR, which stands for Vehicle Off-Road. They said it'll be with us in the morning, Tuesday. Again, that bearing was 60 odd quid for that bearing, just the bearing. So anyway, the story is over to West Brom on the Tuesday, 2 o'clock. Got there, it was in, as they said, picked it up, and I thought, I'll be cheeky, why? I mean, because everyone had said on the forums to knock that bearing off there, as you can see on that shaft, it'll either come off or it won't. Some horror stories of warming them up and hacking them off and knackering breaking, damaging off shaft. So anyway, I thought, well, man, I'll ask their workshop if they can pull this off with their press and put the new one on. So yeah, no problem, we'll do that. Again, 50 quid plus the VAT to do that, but I thought, peace of mind, let them do it. So anyway, 5 minutes later they come back in with the half shaft in their hand and the bearing. It's just broke our press. Thought, oh Christ, that's broke their press, what am I supposed to do? So anyway, they phoned out, fair play to guest trucks, they've phoned across to their Birmingham depot, and they said, oh, if you get across here for 4 o'clock, this has gone 3 then, for 4 o'clock we'll get our change of shift to do it for you. So shot over there, and they were going to do it for me at their I think it was Aston, anyway, Birmingham depot. So I got over there just off the Aston Expressway by the pump there, so just outside the congestion bit or the smoke bit, thank goodness, because I was in that one, in the black Kia. So anyway, got over there, yeah, we'll get the press on it, pull it off. A few minutes later again, they called me into the workshop, fair play, they let me go into the workshop, said, have a look at this, the nut's knackered. You need a new nut and you need a new lock washer, which is, as you can see from the picture in the beginning, that's what will come loose and that's what was happening. They said the bearing had got slight play in, but you know, they wouldn't be prepared to put it back and tighten it all up again. So I said, have you got one on the shelf? Found out, had a look, no, VOR again, come back tomorrow and we'll put it back together for you. So another trip out the next day, which is then on Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening. So back out there, they did it all tight, all done, all good. So, and then yeah, back together. So as I was saying, you got to watch these because they're running on max weight, as you can see in the back of here. I've got 100 litres of water under there. You've got in the back of here, you've got 3 lead acid. These gel lead acid batteries, not the light ones. You've got all the diesel tank there, diesel for the night heater. You've also got obviously your water there, the other side there, which is a little 5 for the toilet. You've got your gas bottles, you've got your spare wheels, you've got all your stuff here in the garage. So there's a lot of weight, isn't there, on the back end there, and then obviously you've got all the van itself, weight wise. So these are on the weights, plus this has got double springs on the back of this, which is good. And that was one of the stipulations when they did the axle weights going up, was what springs have you got on it? Are they twin springs? And look at it, they are twins, as you'll see later. They are twins on here. and they wanted to know what size they're Kumos on here. These, as John would say, badass wheels. These are Kumar badass wheels, Road Ventures, and they had to have a rating, I think it was 110 they had to be, or something like that. But anyway, I sent them the pictures of the wheel or the tyre to begin with, and they said yeah, that's fine, but can you take a picture of the van to prove that they are on that van, you know, from a distance, to prove that them are on that van. So it had the double springs on the back, and them load rating, you know, load rating tyres, spec of tyres. So did all that, and yeah, that's all happened now, all done. So that's all been done, taxes all been swapped around. So I'm just going to check this, get this up in the air now, and just check this bearing is okay, which I don't doubt, it's all okay, but just peace of mind. And I'm just going to just check the discs. I'm going to have a look changing the disc, because what happened was when I got the original, the genuine discs here, and to put them on, they looked a lot thicker, which I'll show you shortly, from the ones that are on it to ones that have been sent by Zeppelin. And last year it had new calipers on, new disc pads all around, new calipers on the front, new discs on the front, but it was still the remaining old discs on the back, and aftermarket pads, and the pads wouldn't go back over the new disc. So I've got now genuine pads to go back in, so that's what I'm about to do now, is put the discs on, put the genuine pads in. I hope they're going to fit, so we have got a problem. So right, let's strip it down. Catch you in a bit. I just noticed from Zeppelin what the price of them genuine pads for the rear are. It wasn't easy, the genuine pads now to go in from Zeppelin, the genuine Arvico parts. £80 plus the VAT. £96. That's why I bought aftermarket last year, probably. Stuff they're going to fit in a minute. They're 110 107Q rating. 110 107Q rating, them tyres are, them Kumos. Right, if I bring you a bit closer, as you can see on that disc there, they're a bit pitted. Let me just have a look how that's looking. You can see the discs. Put this down a bit for you. See how the discs are sort of pitted and not working properly on the handbrakes. Obviously the handbrake, which is that, works on the caliper, so it pulls it, so the handbrake and the brakes work off that caliper. So I'm going to take this off, and hopefully them put new caliper on, new discs on, and new pads. So let's crack on. See why these are worn out, can you? see there now, twin leaves on the back of this, twin leaves. That's the old disc. As you can see, is a bit pitted and only working on the outer. That's the new one. Look at the difference. How much wider that is. So we're still going to have a problem, I think. There's always a solution, always a way. Right, I'm going to bore you with this bit for a second or two. I'm going to get that caliper back together, try them in, and back to you in a minute. Well guys, you join me back, still the same day. It's quite a few hours after. Oh, what a nightmare. So what we found out is we thought that we got the wrong discs and pads. It turns out that these are quite a lot thicker, as we found out, as I showed you before. The newer ones are quite a lot thicker. Look at that, the difference. Also, after a bit of investigation, my old mate next door from R&S Autos, Rob, we have to do a bit of fighting here trying to get that caliper with the new pads in wouldn't go over that disc, and it's a bit of messing about and trying to push the caliper back in, you know, the piston back in. Turns out these are twist on a thread on the piston, so you have to turn the piston in, push it all the way back as far as you can, and turn it on a thread, the last bit, the piston, and it goes back a little bit more, and then we got it on. So good old Rob looking into that, so we got that sorted. And it turns out as well, when I phoned up Zeppelin, just trying to find out what this axle was, trying to sort out, it looks like this axle under here, because it's twin lead, which we normally are, they said this shouldn't be twin lead, and this is this should fit it no problem. They didn't say anything neither about that. His actual pistons are twist in thread at the end, got a thread on it for the last bit, then it threads itself back out once it's all in. It looks like this back axle is off a minibus, so that's why it goes so fast. You get it on the motorway, the thing will fly 70, 75, 80 mile an hour if you want. It'll keep up with the blooming Merc Sprinters, this thing will, until you come to a bank. But anyway, yeah, so join me back here again now with that was the old disc. Look, I have cleaned it off because I thought I was going to have to put it back on at one point, because it was been standing around. You can see where they've been standing with the old pads. The pads are okay, they've come off. They aren't too bad at all, to be honest with you, so I might keep them, the pads. So yeah, battery change then. Lost the battery. So yeah, where were we? Yeah, so we're just going to put it all back together now, because now we've got the new pads, the new discs on. New disc on, new pads on. All back together. Just bled it off now. In front, take all these back up again. Safe. Catch you guys in a little while, because I'm going for a cup of tea. Catch you in a bit. cup of tea. Claire, just put me a cup of tea. You're not coming on? You got the shoes on?
No, this
That's tight.
is manly work.
Manly work.
Yes, manly work. I do the coffee and the tea, the food.
You don't get black?
No. Get my nails doing, mate. Not a chance. Hello.
I've just been doing the back handbrake and brakes.
Looks messy.
It was messy for a bit. We've got it sorted now.
Excellent.
We might be able to stop now. We've
took all
possibly
the fun out of it.
found out why this goes so fast.
What way? Why? No brakes.
Because no brakes. So yeah, that's why it goes so fast. No brakes.
Okay.
No, we think, possibly according to Zeppelin, who the parts manufacturer for these parts for the genuine Iveco, that they said that that back axle under here, what we locked here, I think it drives it along.
Yeah.
It's probably off a coach or a minibus.
Okay.
So that's probably why it's so fast, because the buses and coaches, as you know, are faster than the vans. And that's why they said, oh, it shouldn't have double leaves on the back end, and it has. It's got double leaves. It's there, double leaves.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, fast. It will, 75. It keeps telling me slow down all the time. Because it just sits on the motorway at 70, 75 mile an hour if you wanted to. But anyway, yes, right. I'm going to do the other side.
Enjoy it, because they're doing nails in the house.
Oh, I ain't going in there with that stinky smell.
Nice stuff.
That acrylic nails stuff. I'd rather sniff gear oil.
Crack on.
Smell this. Look, smell that.
Do I need to?
Does that smell anything like gear? No, don't touch it.
No, I can't smell nothing.
You can't smell that?
No, just a
That's what I mean.
COVID test.
And?
No, only my weekly one for school. It's negative.
Oh, that's alright then.
Every Sunday and Wednesday I have to do it.
That's I'll be living in the van.
Hey, it's Thursday. I didn't do it last night, guys.
Anyway.
I don't today anyway.
That's it for tonight. I might do the other side tonight, I might not, don't know yet. Mind you, if it's smelling in there, now I'm probably going to do the other side tonight. So.
Then it'll be a good hour or more.
So I might do the other side then. Right, I'm going. Or you're going.
Bye guys, I'm going to drink coffee.
I got tea now.
Enjoy.
Happy?
Happy day.
Right, I'm going to tidy this mess up. Here. And do the other side. So I'm not going to bore you with the other side, guys. So anyway, a bit of maintenance and repairs, should we call it. Right guys, catch you again soon. Bye for now.